I think everybody saw on social media this guy screaming, "Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs?" Or, "They don't know me, son. Stay hard every time." I think you know him. It's David Goggins. The guy who went through 3 hell weeks, ran 100 miles in one session without preparation. So you need to imagine that before those 100 miles, he didn't really run in a year. So he didn't really even train for that race. And he ran it in under 24 hours, under 20 hours, in like 18, 19 hours. And what does he do else? He holds the record for most push-ups in 24 hours. Now, a few years ago, when I wanted to become disciplined, when I wanted to change my life, I saw videos of this guy, of David Goggins suffering, of him running, of doing shit that he hates. And I've always asked myself, why? Why does he do that? Why does he enjoy pain? Why does he put himself in such uncomfortable positions? Why does he love pain? And I always ask myself until I myself became disciplined, and as the time passed, the more did I understand David Goggins. And then I actually bought his book, and all the principles, all 4 principles that I'm going to talk to you about are from this book. So get ready. The first principle is to actually explain how discipline works. Discipline is basically doing things that you do not feel like it. If you, for example, don't want to do push-ups, you're disciplined if you do them anyway. And how does it work? Like biologically, it works as following. When you accept pain and don't care about you feeling pain, then you activate the sympathetic nervous system that will make you tolerant to pain. When you, for example, wake up and would have to do a workout, then you won't really feel like it in the first 3-10 minutes, and then in the middle of the workout, you would be ready to give it your all, to do the last rep, to do everything, to do your best. And this is work of sympathetic system. Now you activate it by accepting pain, and you accept pain by having a positive self-talk, by talking yourself like you heard David Goggins saying to himself, "You're the best. Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs?" The reason why he does it is because he motivates himself to suffer, to go through pain. He motivates himself to kind of accept the pain, to accept the uncomfortable, and to not give a fuck about it and keep going. If you, however, talk bad about yourself, then you won't be that motivated because your sympathetic system won't be activated. You need to talk good shit about yourself. And now, what I'm going to talk about next is. Hold on a second, man. Oh, yeah. And the other way how to actually activate that sympath how's it called? Sympathetical nervous system is through cookie jar. Cookie jar is the second principle, which just means that anytime you feel like you don't deserve the things that you are not capable of doing, the things that you want to do. If you, for example, need to run 10 miles and you don't really feel like it, or midway through the trail you think that you're not gonna make it, then you use a cookie jar which is filled with all of your big achievements, or achievements overall, like that time when you did this and that. When David Goggins, for example, ran those 100 miles, he remembers the times when he lost like how many pounds? 100 pounds. I don't know how many pounds, but when he lost a lot of weight in just 3 months, how he completed the Hell Week, became a Navy SEAL. He listed all those accomplishments, and having done that, he thought that he's a strong man and remembered that he's actually tough. And you can do that too, and that's how you're going to be even more disciplined and likely to go through pain. That was the second principle. Now I'm actually going to talk about the bonus principle that hasn't been mentioned in the book but was mentioned in a Joe Rogan podcast, which is the 1 second rule. The 1 second rule says that anytime you are about to give up, let's say you are midway in a workout, you want to do a 10-minute plank and you want to give up on 5 minute mark. The thing that you do on those 5 minutes is that you, in best scenario, close your eyes and visualize yourself not doing the plank but looking at yourself, feeling comfortable. Like mentally, physically you are uncomfortable. You're doing that plank. However, mentally you are pretty comfortable, and this is the thing. If you feel mentally comfortable, you're going to take the right decision. Even like if you visualize yourself looking at yourself doing the plank, you're gonna think, okay, do I give up? Do I continue? What do I do? And then you are gonna make a decision. Okay, I'm going to continue. And then boom, you can go back to mentally go back to yourself, like doing the plank, and that's how you won't give up that easily. And now here are the two most motivating principles that the book taught me. The third principle is what if? What if I'm going to do that? What if I will get shredded? What if is the question that you ask yourself in order to get excited about the goal. If you, for example, want to get good grades or get accepted to Harvard, I don't fucking know how you pronounce it. If you want to be accepted in Harvard, 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 Harvard University. Ah man, I will look how to pronounce it later on. But anyway, if you ask yourself, what if I get accepted to Harvard University? What will happen? How will my life look like? And then you see, oh, I will most likely be rich, be happy, and so on. And now you're motivated to get better grades, to give more, and do your best. And you don't just don't need to just use it for Harvard. You can use it for workouts, for basically everything that requires discipline. And the last principle, number 4, taking souls. Every time you want to do a workout or planned to do a workout but don't really feel like it because it's difficult, then you can, for example, imagine somebody else, your biggest hater, looking at you and saying, I knew that you wouldn't be able to do that workout because I knew that you're weak. And the moment you visualize it, you want to take his soul by doing this workout so good that he just shuts his mouth and his soul is being taken. You can take souls not by just vision. You don't need to visualize a person and take its visualized soul. You can do it in school, for example, too. If you, for example, have a math teacher that you know that does not like you, then you can do math exercise so fast and correct that he will think that you're crazy, that you're too good, and you take his soul by doing that because he did not expect you. Do the work so good that your enemies will have their souls taken. And yeah, that's basically it. These are the 4 principles. your action step today is to do 500 push-ups right now. No excuse, do it right now. Right now. Don't use any excuses. Do them right now. You know what? After I'm going to record this and another video, I'm going to do 500 push-ups too. And check the link in the video description where I give you free coaching calls. You can join my Discord community, watch this video on focus, and do the things you'll be proud of doing tomorrow.